Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Insanity Check. I am Ken.
And skillet sauce.
See? 1 week. One simple week.
I was expecting you to lead me in and say, and this is?
What else is said after I am Ken?
And this is skillet sauce. You don't go, this is Ken, skillet sauce. You say, I am Ken, and this is skillet sauce.
Clearly not professional, man. Anyway, we are back again today, and more stupid shit. If you saw last week's show, we thoroughly enjoyed that show.
That was absurd.
We have a couple more ridiculous stories for you today, but, well, you know what? This the one we're starting out with is horrific. It's horrible, it's terrible, but yet again, kind of like last week's show, there's some elements in here that's so preposterous, it just makes me laugh. Am I sick? Perhaps.
And I've tried to, because I found this at two different spots. Now, I'm hoping this is not some shit, it wasn't, neither one was The Onion. Mm-hmm. But if anyone says this is an elaborate hoax or prank or whatever, spoofing people, in this day and age to try and find preposterous stories, people are obviously conjuring them. But I found this one in two separate spots. Seasoned professionals are trying to dupe people. But this shit is ridiculous.
So in the Yunnan province in China, a gruesome story made over the weekend when police raided Zhu Wang's small shack to find the remains of a 9-year-old girl Wang had been eating over a period of 5 days. Okay, in case you're wondering, that's the horrible part. The girl's carcass was laid across the kitchen table. See, that's
fantastic.
That's still the horrible part.
This is too fantastic for me, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is too fantastic.
Okay, well, this is one of these you decide for yourself.
Yeah, you decide. Yeah, definitely.
The girl's carcass was laid across the kitchen table next to an untouched bowl of salad and a freshly poured glass of milk. Now, the thing is,
this whole setup.
But it could be true that they just chose to write it in perhaps a whimsical way.
Yeah, because
it was evident Wang was just about ready to have another meal before police entered. Officials were tipped off by suspicious neighbors who saw Wang walk into his front yard covered head to toe in blood and growling and barking like a dog.
Now, he might have got some of that crocodile shit. No, bath sauce. Remember that shit that was fucking causing that dude to eat this motherfucker's face back in the day?
No zombie apocalypse so far, by the way. People kill their own animals around here, a neighbor told Yunnan police, so it's very common to see people covered in blood. But Zhao was barking like a dog and had this strange psychotic look that made him look like he was up to something bad. Police said Wang showed no remorse for his actions, nor did he admit that his actions were wrong. He said he killed and ate the girl simply because he was hungry. Wang had recently lost his job and had allegedly not had a meal in days. It's in quotes, so I'm assuming this is what Wang told the police. Why didn't Wang go hunting or even steal a chicken from the neighbor or simply ask for help?
Oh, man, the girl just looked tasty, Mr. Wang told police. I've eaten chicken and pig my entire life. I thought I'd try something different. Having a varied diet is healthy. I want to be healthy. I can't believe this. I can't.
But we know people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. As the police were taking Wang away, he asked if they could freeze the rest of the girl so he could finish eating her as soon as he was released from jail. That's the funny part, by the way. He didn't want the meat to go bad, a local officer said. He seemed to be thinking he'd be released from jail in a few days. So clearly Mr. Wang's a little touched.
Yeah, officials say Wang will likely be sentenced to death for the heinous crime. At the news, Wang replied, I hope not. I have a lot more I'd like to do with my life. I've always wanted to learn how to paint. So this dude basically, he's treating her like she's like literally like a hamburger or something, man. No, not a hamburger, because you can actually eat that in one sitting. Like he made like a whole turkey for himself, and he wanted to to continue feasting. Wow.
But this is the part I do like because apparently the Hunan village is not immersed in this we have to be better than the monster. A small village remains outraged. Maybe we should all eat Wang, a villager said. Give him a taste of his own medicine. See how he likes it. Street justice.
Well, not give him a taste of his own medicine. Give him a taste of himself. Make him bite a piece of himself. Cut some of his own leg meat and put it in his mouth.
Yeah, but if he doesn't want to eat it,
What do you mean he wasn't here?
Eat him live. Like I said,
hit him in his belly when he coughed. You throw the fucking meat and close his mouth, and then slap both cheeks.
And then he chokes, and then he dies.
Oh, then you give him the Heimlich.
Anyway, way to go, villagers. Eat Wong. He deserves it.
Yeah, that swift justice. They said they know for. Hey, isn't that the kind of justice that you like? Swift justice.
That's right, swift and painful.
The best kind of justice, right? So that story was. I don't know if it was written that way to make people laugh or to try and take some of the sting off of it, but just because of the way it was presented, I'm like, man, this has got to be a fucking send up, man.
But the other thing to this is like, you have to think. Look at how, if you want to use the term jaded, or disinterested, we have gotten by the horrors occurring here in this country, and again, we're referring to the filthy scum police killing all these black people. We're disinterested and jaded because there's no justice being done, and there doesn't look like any justice is going to be done for anytime soon. And of course, these dumb black people are just whining, crying, and complaining instead of doing what they need to do, which is calling for the fucking deaths or at least the mutilation of the police and or officials who are allowing these things to continue over and over and over again. Maybe this is just a taste, maybe sense of like since we have the internet now, since we are able to see the atrocities of man, within hours and get photographs and sometimes videotape of this shit. Maybe people are just getting jaded to the horrors that's going on. That's been going on.
And they're just matter of factly
like,
reporting it.
That
is true. I mean, because I go back to the old saying that I say, which is to show you the kind of life I've led. A friend of mine was startled. One of the new. Actually an associate, acquaintance rather, one of the new Brooklyn imports, and I'll let you, come up with whatever image you want to come up with in your head, was shocked that someone was shot in the hood because, see, when it's transitioning and being ripped away from the black folks, there's some of them still there while they're getting pulled away. That's another story. But, an individual settled a grievance with another individual and someone was shot. And the way I said it was like, well, gee, was it anyone you know? No, well then whatever. That's exactly how I approach that kind of stuff because I'm, being, around this kind of stuff or hearing it on the news and stuff like that. I'm like, if it's nobody that I know, the fact that someone's getting gunned down is like blasé, whatever. So maybe that's the way these journalists, have become. So it's kind of unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is.
And also, just to be clear, a lot of these people aren't actual journalists.
Oh yeah, we're not journalists. Just two dudes talking.
Yeah.
We're trying to